Hey TechHead! So this is just a very quick vlog that I thought I'd do. This is the first one I've ever done. I'm always looking for new ways of communicating with people, sharing ideas and what have you. So I thought, hey, this is great. I'm trying to make more video content, or at least going forward I intend to make more video content than blogging content. And those of you that have follow the site, link below, would have noticed that obviously I haven't been blogging as much as I used to. This is a number of reasons. Work's been busy, life's been busy, but you know, I hope to get back to it sometime soon, which is the topic for this particular vlog here, because I'm looking at updating my my home lab. Now, I haven't been running my home virtualization lab now for, gosh, easily a year, maybe even 2 years, but I'm really keen to get back into it again and sort of update it and get things running. So I thought I'd just kick things off with just a little walkthrough. I'll show you what the back room looks like. Everything's pretty much powered down at the moment, and yeah, I'll show you what the TechHead back office looks like. So here we are. This is the back room. This is where I have all my lab equipment set up. Quite a mess, quite a jumble of equipment here, what have you. None of it turned on at the moment, apart from this guy here, the Synology 1815 Plus. Absolutely fantastic little box. Love the interface, very easy to use and what have you. But on the top here you'll see three old HP microservers. Not using them anymore. They're all powered down. Actually, all my servers are powered down, like I mentioned. But what I'm thinking of doing is actually selling off a lot of my kit and just refreshing it a little bit, because it's all getting a little bit long in the tooth. You might be asking yourself, what's this stuff on the top here? So, first thing here, this is actually the logic board out of my old 2010 MacBook Pro. Just waiting for a few spare parts on it at the moment. It was overheating and a few other issues, so I'm just repairing that at the moment. This thing on the top here, this is a Ant miner, or Bitcoin miner, from a company called Ant Miner. Basically doesn't make any money as such, but it's a little project for myself. I'm interested in cryptocurrencies and what have you. This just runs 24/7 here, and you'll notice this spinning fan over here underneath. This is a Zeus miner. This actually mines for script coins. Once again, not remotely profitable these days, unfortunately, but I just did it as a little project recently. And pairing them over the back here, we have got two Raspberry Pis. So the power draw on these is minimal. Basically, there's no money in mining anymore, unless you've got free or cheap electricity. But it's definitely not worth it. So, but I do it as just as a little side project. I'm kind of interested in it. That's the Synology, like I say, fantastic box. Coming down a bit further here, I've got the old iAmega iX4 is turned off. Linksys 24-port switch, and then I've got a ML115 at the end and three ML110s. Got a G8 microserver there, PX4, another iX4. So I've got quite a bit of kit here. It's all getting a little bit long in the tooth now, like I mentioned. So definitely thinking of selling a lot of that and just refreshing it and consolidating it down to a single box, or maybe even two boxes. Okay, so there we are. That is a very quick tour of the TechHead back room there, with all my kit in it. Like you saw, a lot of that was turned off, and I haven't been running it for a couple of years now. My plan is to sell a lot of that equipment, the older stuff, just because it's getting a little bit long in the tooth now. It'll be useful for someone, but for me, I wouldn't mind trying to consolidate everything down to a single or maybe a pair of boxes on that. At the moment, I'm kind of memory bound on a lot of it, so I'm looking for a box that can take at least 32 gigs of memory. 32 is probably a sweet spot at the moment with the price of DIMMs and what have you. So I did a little bit of hunting around and headed over to Servers Plus. Now, before I get into that, I should explain that I work for a company called EMC. EMC, we're in the middle of a merger with Dell at the moment to make potentially the world's largest IT company. So it's really exciting. I'm really buzzed about that. So I thought, well, okay, you know, with this happening,
let's have a look at Dell. I mean, I've always really liked Dell kit. I mean, a lot of my kit here, monitors, everything's always been Dell. Yeah, it's always been good stuff. So, you know, I'm really keen to sort of maybe check out a Dell server. I've never owned a Dell server in my home lab before. So, you know, now's a good time to do it, I figured. So I took a look at Servers Plus, see what they were offering. And at the moment here in the UK, there's a very good deal on the entry-level T20 server. Now, there's two models with the cashback deal. There's a Celeron model, which is a 3 gigahertz dual core, which is fine for, more than fine unless you're running sort of medium to heavy workloads in your home lab environment, which most of you, like myself, won't be at all. So a Celeron like that would be absolutely fine. I mean, especially when you bear in mind that, you know, a lot of us were running our labs off of the, you know, the very relatively low-powered CPUs found in the, you know, first couple of iterations of the HP microserver, and they're running fine. You know, sometimes, you know, it was a bit of a bottleneck, but you know, once everything bedded down, generally you're okay with those smaller CPUs. So something like a dual-core Celeron running at 3 gigahertz should be fine. That's one model, and actually after cashback you get that for less than £100, which is an absolute bargain in my book. Now the other one is a Xeon, so that's a quad core. It's got a larger cache on it. Draws more memory. It's I think it's 52 watts with the Celeron, 84 watts if that's a consideration with your power costs and running costs and what have you as well. The Xeon is a little bit more. I think after cashback that comes in at about 230. So the Xeon model comes with a 1 terabyte drive. The Celeron doesn't come with any drive, but if you're like me, you've got a ton of SATA disks or even very small SSDs kicking around these days. Now, probably what I'll do anyway, once I get the box, because I plan to buy one, I'm just trying to decide what between the Xeon and the Celeron. I'm leaning towards the Celeron at the moment, just because of the you know, the sub £100 difference there. It's going to be a lot better on budget. Like I say, I've got SATA disks to add in there. I've got SSDs. I just need to add memory. I'd like to take it up to 32 gigs. So any savings I make there, I'll be able to invest in, you know, upping the memory to 32 gigs in that box. So really good deal there. So that's what I'm up to at the moment. Just to let you know. So I hope you enjoyed this vlog, this very quick tour of the back room as well. If you did, give us a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. If you didn't, well, leave some comments below. And if you like this vlog format, if it's something you'd like to see me do on a regular basis, obviously as I get kit in, build stuff out, just give you an insight into what I'm doing here and what have you, please let me know. I'd love to hear from you. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks very much.